ride, we used to ride, we used to make a little music. I used to fly, you used to go and lose it. Out in the ride, back on the block just cruising. I don't know why, I feel like I'm gonna lose it.
Back it up, I might got what you need. I can get you high if it's wanted. Baby, won't you set me free, oh.
Hey guys, welcome back to Heat Check. I'm Chelsea Thomas.
And I'm Manny Adeye.
And today we have some very special
very talented guests as well.
Some good friends of mine. We have Mari and James, aka Jimmy Lit.
What's up?
Heat Check. How y'all doing today, man? Listen, we happy to have you on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Much love.
Yeah. So these guys, producer, artist, singer, rapper, James, producer, music connoisseur,
mixer, master, whatever it needs to be for the day. But
tinkerer.
I leave him to the mics.
So these guys just recently released a joint album together called Mari Lit. And that is on Spotify, on Tidal, on SoundCloud.
It's on everything.
Go get that beat. Go listen to that.
It's
Apple
out
Music,
there.
Yeah, I mean,
Apple Music.
Amazon, Fire.
Oh yeah.
Deezer maybe.
how do you
know.
feel though? Because okay, so when I first listened to your album, I just found out it was on Tidal. I'm like, wait a minute.
Hey, I was hyped with that.
I'm like, wait a minute. They on Tidal. They gotta be fire. And I listened to the album and it's amazing. Trust me.
Thank you, man.
It
Seriously.
really is. Like,
Bless,
how do you feel knowing that your fan base, like the audience level that you can reach now, is just through the roof?
I mean, it feels amazing just to get music out to people.
Yeah, I mean, these were all kind of records. A lot of them were, I don't know, me and Mari, if you leave us in a room with a laptop for long enough, like a song will pop out. So a lot of it just came down to, they're all songs we had been kicking around that we loved, and we just kind of were like, all right, look, let's cut them down. And next thing we knew, there was kind of, a party and an album release and an album cover and this and that and a video, and it's suddenly just like, oh wow, it's real, like it's happening. You know what I mean?
So you guys have been working together for a while. You guys have known each other for a while. But what made you guys decide to release like a joint project? Because I know you've produced for Mari before. You guys have worked together. So what made you come together? And
I think once you start doing it for like over the span of 3 or so years, it's just like, wait a minute, like, why are we just sitting on all this music? Like, we have our separate projects going on, and we're like, look, we have all these songs together, like, just laying around. Why don't we just kind of make something happen? And it just kind of happened.
That is my point that we spoke about before the show started. I think you guys should run with the name Mari Lit. Seriously, like, it's the perfect name. Sure, people gonna think it's one artist, but fine. That's how it is sometimes. Honestly, if you guys could put a name together, y'all have it.
Before we even had the actual project to put together, like back when we were cutting the first drafts of some of these songs, we were talking about Maji at one point, like Mari, Jimmy.
The album's like 5 songs long. What made you guys decide to just keep it to 5 songs? Because the songs, they hit hard. Like, what are your favorite tracks? What are your favorite tracks? We have our favorites, but I want to hear like your favorites.
There's definitely, I mean, they've all, they're like children in a way, like they all have their little, I don't know, I love them all for their different reasons, but I don't know, anything, I still listen to that sometimes driving, and I'm kind of like, holy crap, that happened. They Don't was another one that was kind of like.
It's my favorite.
That's up there for my favorite as well, honestly.
I think that's my second favorite.
That one was funky, just in terms of like, we cut the first half of the record, and then Mari and I laid down a bit of the second half, and we just, like, it totally, kind of was like beautiful, and also totally didn't make sense and needed some other stuff, so grabbed Julian, and like added some stuff here and there, and rearranged it, and just kept reworking it till it kind of like, made enough sense, I guess.
And how'd you guys link up with Julian? Julian Soto?
Julian Soto, yeah, he pretty much showed up at my house last July.
There you go.
I was mixing, you'd be surprised that that's not as crazy as it sounds. No, I was mixing another guy's project, this guy Hawk. Last summer, we were like in like a 2-week kind of lockout, just like wrapping this project. And it was like 1 a.m. He's like, hey man, this guy Julian and Isaac from this band Jill are gonna show up. And I was like, what? All right, cool. So they popped in, played some records, and then ended up starting this track at around like 3 a.m. We're working till the next day, which, as Mari put, like, that's kind of the way things go. But yeah, next thing you know, we started working, and I don't know, played him this record with Mari. He was like, I need to jump on that. Like, sort of attack the microphone.
Speaking of staying up to 3 a.m., so I'm curious about like your creative process, like how that, and tell me every detail. Like I know there's like funny things, like there's some funny stories about like how we used to ride came together.
To be real,
Moses.
Yeah, seriously.
to be real, a lot of these things were like started out like when I was half asleep. It would be James like at the board.
Yeah.
And then just something just piquing my interest. One little sound, I'm like, wait, get the mic on. Gotta record it.
Yeah, I never know how to get up from a desk. It's always like one more beat. Or like, oh, I made this earlier today.
Yeah.
And Mario would be like, wait, what?
I like to
Jump in front of the microphone, do a take,
I like to sleep a lot.
right back on the couch, pop back up. Oh, this is great. Wait, double that. Okay, let me jump in the booth. Back out. Like,
When you hear a beat you like, what's your first instinct? Like how do you write first, or you like feel the vibe for it first? Like
Definitely feel the vibe first, because like that's what's gonna. I feel like that's what draw people. Like people are not gonna be like listening for those lyrics like that, like on the first listen. You want to be able to like draw them in. So that's definitely gonna be done by the vibe. And so when I'm recording or whatever, I'm like, if I'm listening to this like as an outsider, what would I like to hear, or what's something that would really like captivate me?
So when did it click to you guys? When did producing and singing and being an artist become a passion, and not just a passion, become like a career, a lifestyle for you?
Yeah, well, I guess more so for me when I made the leap in 2015 in New York. I was working at a bank in Buffalo, and I was just like writing in my cubicle, and I just couldn't stop doing
And
music.
you're from Chicago.
I'm from Chicago, yeah, born and raised.
Chirac.
Shout out New York,
Southside,
man.
Southside.
New York done changed his life. If you did not hear it, I'm not going.
His roots came from
New
Chicago.
York changed his life,
we
bro.
can have love from multiple
New
places.
York did something Chicago could never do for him.
I got much love to the hometown Chicago, much love to NYC.
That's right.
Because, you know, I mean, Chicago, it gave me the hustle spirit. I was born with that,
Right,
but in New York, it just made me hone in
Like
on
cultivated it, yeah.
It's making me move. God damn, drop my bracelet. But, yeah. Anyway, where were we?
How we got into this, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 3 years ago for
always-
me, then
Yeah,
this guy.
Kind of always been, trying to play a guitar, or record a thing there, or something or another. The thing with, I guess, kind of recently for both of us, part of this project was we were both kind of at a weird place of like, well, we're sitting on too many records to not release music. We also don't know what to release. Like, all right, cool. Let's just. Wait, what if we just join forces? Like, what if we're kind of, you poke me to get these done, I poke you to get these done, and then kind of get the ball rolling, get some records out, play the game.
So what's next for you?
Oh, we both are working on.
We both have projects basically.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's.
Like individual projects.
Yeah, we both got our own records on the way for 2018. He's released more than about 1 million singles at this point, so he's really due for one. I think I might put out some loosies here and there with some people before kind of the big one comes out. But yeah, no, this was kind of like, it was funny. It was sort of like a joint appetizer. Like we both got like to do a little piece of what we do and like show people like, look, 2018, we'll be here out here, we're around, but there's some projects on the way for sure.
It's been a very busy first 2 months for 2018. So
Yeah, you guys performed. You had an album
at
release
Kim
party.
Folk.
How was that? I'm sorry I didn't make it to that.
No, it's all good. It was amazing. We packed it out.
It was crazy.
I didn't get an invite though for this one. Let's be honest.
I
I never got it.
because I know you
That's
won't
true.
come.
I'm a homebody. I won't lie. It happens.
It was dope.
Yeah, no,
it was over capacity. Like
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it was.
And that was the first. Was that the first time you guys performed together?
That was the first time we performed that project. I think I've
Together,
DJ'd for
yeah.
him.
He's definitely DJ'd
more
for
than
him
a few.
before.
Yeah, more than a few times
Yeah,
here and
for
there.
sure.
But yeah, no. Now we've got the whole little Mari Lit like live set.
Mari lit. See,
Mari
I'm
lit.
telling you,
Yeah.
just
There's
run
a
with
piece
it.
there.
Just run with it. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. 2018, I think it's time me and Chelsea drop a track.
Yo, we're
Listen, we're due, all right? We're due for something crazy.
You gotta be fire. You gotta be
Yeah.
heat.
Yo, we're gonna have.
we all about the heat.
We're gonna have a cipher. We interviewed his boy. before, like
Yeah,
a couple weeks.
Nico,
He's
Hippie
in
Tribe.
this group called Hippie Tribe.
Oh, wow.
And so we get him on there.
And we're gonna bring
you
y'all
rap
on there.
it, We open it up with
some
some
beats
bars.
going.
Yeah, like
Do
Let's
not
see what they
sleep.
got. Y'all want to hear what they
we
got?
make the beat that we rap over. It'll be a hot sight, you know.
All right, I'll lay the hook down.
Okay.
Yeah,
There we go.
lay the hook down, definitely.
Ooh, I'm going back into the studio. I'm gonna put pen to paper. I promise you, I'm coming with
Mr.
heat.
Renaissance, man.
I'm coming with
Yeah,
heat.
exactly.
I'm playing-
Mr. Renaissance,
I'm
man.
coming with straight haymakers for everything.
Yeah,
Oh
I've
my
been
God.
writing a little bit too, you know, preparing for this set.
Woo.
So I got some bars in the books, you know.
So, yo, no, we got heat on this
I
side.
got
of
heat
the
coming for sure. But like, so I got a very like. I know you don't listen to a lot of music because you don't like to feel like you're getting inspired, like copying. You like to just have your own
I
sound.
like to get inspired by other stuff. But you're right. I
You don't listen
You
to
don't.
a lot. Yeah, every time I'm like, did you listen to this? You're like, nah, I really didn't.
I like to be in my own world.
Yeah, no, I feel that. So what if you did have any? What were some of like your inspirations and what kind of vibes were you going for on this album? Because I was getting like Childish Gambino, like Travis Scott vibes. You know, what were you guys?
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's kind of.
Yeah, no,
I
that-
kind of hear that.
Childish Gambino for sure.
Yeah,
For me,
definitely.
coming from a like artist / vocalist standpoint, I think he does a lot of creative things with his voice.
And so do you.
Yeah, so I think like having that wide range is something I look for in an artist like Drake. He's amazing at that. Pharrell, I
Yeah.
think he's amazing. Pharrell, that's
Yeah, Pharrell's the GOAT.
yeah.
So many different sounds. Worked with on so many different projects.
I would say Kanye West was definitely a big inspiration for us.
Yeah, for sure as well. I mean, yeah, I think it was more rather than trying to lock in on like one specific sound, like let's go do this pocket of it. We were like, you know what, let's cut a few different records. Like there's still more than a few more Mari lit demos that are still in the can and may, you know, see the light of day at one point or another.
And
but
they
this was
don't.
kind of like, here, let's grab that 5. Like this is just, you know, there's an anything and nothing are kind of in their little. They've got a thing going with them. Like we used to ride, it's a little bit more bouncy, and they don't. It's kind of out there.
They don't.
You know,
I connect with that one.
get a spread going. You know.
Yeah. And so my favorite part about Glow, I really like Glow too. I really like the message, like the
Yeah.
uplifting message, like overcoming. Yeah. Yeah. Let 'em know.
I'm feeling a little sick. All right. I wasn't match your energy. I'm telling you, just
Let 'em know,
tomorrow.
let 'em know.
Tomorrow, I got
Like
you.
a lot of people think when they hear like autotune, because you guys do put a little autotune on your voice, right?
Yeah.
So they think that like you can't actually sing because you have autotune.
That's
So,
all right
like,
if they.
Yeah, I
think
know.
that.
And that's why I just want to say that let the record
fact.
set the record straight that Mari can
art.
sing. Like Mari got the vocals out
I
here.
can hit some
Most
notes.
certainly.
Yeah.
And then like I'm not like a singer, but I can sing a note.
Talk to him.
Those
Yeah.
rhymes
Like
that
it's
you
not-
had,
No.
like, at
Which
the end
one?
of
Which
We
one?
Used to Ride, and that like
The thing you call it what, a vocal riff?
yeah,
I call it a scat.
I
scat,
thought it was
riff.
more like a run. Like you did a little run there.
So that's the thing. Like I think one of the most fun parts of the project is like there's all these crazy effects and background vocals of like there's bits of I think it's Glow. There's all these things that like sound like they might be a guitar. That's pretty much always just Mari, and like a bunch of
Singing?
distortion and a bunch of auto tune, and that's
Oh,
suddenly
that's
like
awesome.
The voice is an instrument.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, and James is really good at like turning the voice into an instrument, and also like I would just record into the mic. I'd just be recording any random thing, and James would just keep going. I'm like, all right.
yeah.
And so he has like 30-something takes that he has to work with just for one little part of a song.
Yeah, but that's the game. Like anything, that whole song came together in probably 10 or 15 minutes because like I had the beat I think from earlier in the day. I was playing it again. Mari kind of woke up off the couch, heard it, was like, let me get in the booth and freestyled like 2.5 minutes. That last 30 seconds, he just broke into like it's like mumbling something else and just starts anything you want in the world. And I was like, that's it. We got the track. Keep this. That's it. Yep.
That's dope.
it. And just
It's an art form. And I think just hearing you guys talk about it makes me realize,
Yeah.
like you said, like your vocal cords is an instrument.
It's an instrument.
Yeah.
Use it how you can
gotta
in
take
the
care
best
of
way
it.
possible.
Yep. And then when you're making a record, tweak it, experiment. Like
Yeah.
we're in the days of experimentation. Like you have to be able to be flexible and come up with new sounds to keep the ears refreshed.
Also in Glow, you gave your number So, were there any like girls? Have girls been hitting you up? Like,
That was, see, me giving the number, I was more of a general thing, like not
oh, not just for
direct to
girls.
that. Yeah, like if you
Okay.
need a homie, like just hit me up.
See, I took it as like, oh, like he's
Chelsea
trying
quick to just
no.
you give Chelsea an inch, she'll take them out every
No, I took
time.
it as like, oh,
Every
all right,
single
he trying to, he out here, he trying to like put his number out here.
Nah, like if
Mari really out here.
like it's real funny. I don't care if you a girl, guy, in between.
But have people been hitting
Whatever.
you up?
Just, yeah, people always hit me. Yeah, people hit me up and
what did
hey,
they
how you
say?
do- Like, hey, how you doing? Or like, how's it going? Yo, can I get a feature? Something like that.
Listen, y'all saw in the
How much you
Mari lit
charge for a
hotline.
feature? Let 'em
I
know.
can't
How much
disclose that.
Oh,
information.
You go to the management for that.
Take that up with Justin. Shout out Justin. Also.
Shout out Jay Harms.
So, you texted me that you met 3 Stacks last night. What the fuck? Please elaborate on this.
Yeah, that was weird. All right, so I'm sitting in a synagogue watching jazz. It's a weird Sunday. And I literally was sitting in this pew. I was like kind of half asleep anyway, and I looked to my left, and it's just Andre 3000, who like The Love Below is like the favorite album of all time for me. That's kind of the one of like, if there's a dude on earth I could kind of think to meet, like probably him. So I'm spacing out and just look left, and it's just, I see this dude sitting down in my periphery, and it's Andre 3000.
Let me
Kind of
just say,
spaz out, jump out.
That's wild.
that sounds more like a religious awakening.
Yeah, I'm not like, I don't really know, but I just had to be like,
And
this
he just
is
came
a little
in
insane.
levitating.
And kind of
100 D-stacks.
went up and, bugged out and was like, yo, man, like, that's my favorite album ever, and this and that.
Is he just alone?
Yeah, he just was coming to go see a show. He was coming to go see some jazz.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, that man floats among us.
So what'd you say to him? You
I kind of bugged out. I don't know. I was like, hey man, like The Love Below is my favorite album ever. Like I don't really know what to say right now, but like I'm glad I got to meet you. Whatever. He was really cool about it.
I love you, F. I swear.
that's awesome.
Told him I need to get him a record here or there at some point.
And what'd he
but-
say?
We'll see.
You take a
We'll
picture
see.
with him?
I didn't, honestly. It's funny. I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? Like I would have taken one just for me. I wouldn't have even taken it for like Instagram. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I just would have like have had that. But
No, I think
that
it's
means I
more
need to see him
chill
again.
to, like, not
I'll get
post
that
a
figured out.
photo.
To not ask for
Yeah,
a
you'll
pic?
see him
Like,
again.
talk to him.
That was yeah.
That's I would have been starstruck too. Like I
Yeah,
love
no.
100,000.
I was joking with him though that I was honestly like, look, let me just I needed to get the bugging out of my system. So next time like a record could get cut or like I could be normal because I've been a crazy person. So now I've gotten that out of my
You
system.
like laugh.
Yeah, no, he was cool. He was just like, man, like we're all I don't
And
know,
no
we're all
one
just
else?
people on this earth. And I was like, yeah.
Did anyone else
You're really
recognize
good.
him?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
some people. I don't think as many as you'd think. I think he had like his little beanie down, kind of low, a bit of like a beard going. Like,
Wow.
That's
man's in the
crazy.
That's wild.
yeah, that was weird.
I would have freaked out.
I would take
I
the
did
picture.
freak
I
out.
would take the picture.
I freaked out.
I would've.
I
Pretty much.
I wouldn't have taken the photo.
At least
I
for
would've been
Snapchat.
like,
Everything's
trying
for
to hang
Snapchat.
out afterwards or what?
Yeah.
So we're trying to hang out with somebody.
Yeah, I'm trying to hang out. Like,
I ain't got no time for
I'm
you.
trying to be friends.